Hey besties, happy Sunday, welcome back to my channel. I have gotten a lot of questions recently about my Burberry trench coats. As you know, I've owned my Burberry Sandringham Short Trench coat for I guess 1.5 years now. I recently got a Burberry Chelsea Medium length trench coat, and I thought today we would compare them. Are they similar? Are they different? I mean, let's just get right into it. Obviously, we have a lot to talk about. The Burberry Sandringham trench coat, I bought it in February of 2022, so bought it for my birthday when I turned 20. How old am I? Let's just not talk about it. I turned 20 something. I bought this as a little birthday gift to myself. This is obviously the Burberry Sandringham, or obviously, I'm not sure if it's obvious, but this is the Burberry Sandringham trench coat in the short style, as you see by the label. Maybe let's just quickly show you all the details. So it has the metal hanger, which I adore. It has the Burberry horsey guy right there. It has the light beige color checkered lining, and obviously we have all the cute details. So the little checkered pattern under the collar, we have the little buckle detail, we have all the buttons, we have the buckle details on the sleeves. Whoa! Oh my gosh, drama. And we have the D-rings on the belt and the buckle on the belt as well. And the belt is obviously stitched so that it's kind of more robust and a bit thicker, right? Versus just having the normal cotton fabric. My most recent addition is my Burberry Chelsea. They've changed the logo, so this is the new logo. Nowadays, we don't have the metal hanger, we just have the fabric hanger, which we all know how I feel about. I adore the metal hanger, so I'm a bit, not salty, but I'm a bit disappointed in you, Burberry, that you removed the metal hanger. Let's just put it like that. We have the Chelsea and the medium length. And obviously still, we have the cute little details with the little buckle and the checkered pattern on the collar. So obviously two different ones. They have similarities, but they also have differences. But the difference that's very obvious is the color, right? Which is why I wanted to have the two. And maybe let's just talk through about kind of my buying decisions for both, because I bought them for different reasons, right? Because the beige one I bought as my first trench coat. I really wanted a trench coat basically to go along with my day outfits, like going to the office, like running errands. You know, I wanted a chic, not really all year round, but kind of all year round jacket. I've had other trench coats historically, right, in my life, but I wanted to invest in a high quality trench coat that I could have for years, literally forever. And when you think about a high quality trench coat, what brand do you think about? Burberry. The crowd roars. I started looking for Burberry trench coats. I started to think which one will be the best one for me, which size do I need, thinking about all of those things. I went into the Burberry store, tried them on to see which size is the best one for me, which is something that I would recommend you to do as well, because Burberry is notorious for having kind of, I'm not gonna say small sizes, but kind of smaller-ish sizing, and especially in the arms. I have mine in a UK 8, US 6, Italian 40, and German 36. I wear an Italian 40 in both Max Mara and Burberry coats. So for me, it ended up being kind of true to size, but if you want more room in the arms, do size up. But I would say whatever you do, if you have the opportunity, go into Burberry and try on the different sizes, the different styles, all of that kind of stuff. But in this video, obviously, I'll do my best to try to explain the differences between the different styles that I have and sizing and stuff. So this one I bought as my daily driver trench coat that I could wear with all my daytime outfits. Initially, I thought that I would wear it both daytime and nighttime, but what I found, since I bought both the beige trench coat and the short style, it felt very kind of casual and daytime appropriate, not so much nighttime appropriate. Because at least for me, like during the day, I usually wear kind of lighter outfits. At night, I tend to wear kind of darker outfits, right? Which is, spoiler alert, where this one came into play, basically. This one was my first Burberry trench coat adoration. I adore this trench coat. I think if you want a like one-stop shop kind of trench coat, do look into the Burberry. I would say the beige ones are the most kind of classic and timeless. I would say you cannot go wrong with the Sandringham style. If you buy the beige trench coat in a short style, I would, however, say that it will look quite, in my opinion, at least daytime and casual. I mean, obviously it's not a casual looking jacket, but in comparison to at least what I would wear at nighttime, this is not really serving the right vibes. And I felt a little bit limited in terms of styling opportunities for my wardrobe when it came to my trench coat in the beige color with the short kind of model, which is why I decided to start basically looking for a longer trench coat in a darker color. Initially, I thought I wanted a black one, but in terms of a black trench coat, I have a black Burberry coat, which is in a trench coat style, but in a wool material. So that one leans very wintry and it's a warmer coat, right? Like the classic trench coats, they're always in 100% cotton, or if you find a blend with like that's cut with polyester or something. But I would say, as a rule of thumb, try to go for those in 100% cotton. Both of mine are in 100% cotton, and I think that's the most kind of comfy material when it comes to a trench coat. I'm not a fan of polyester, as we all know. So mine are both 100% cotton, but the one I have in wool is black. And I think the black one in wool, like I said, it leans very wintry, very kind of cold weather appropriate. Also, it's very warm, right? So I thought in terms of style opportunities, actually, maybe it's better if I buy it in a navy versus a black. So then I have my light daytime trench coat in the short Sandringham style. And then I found this Chelsea trench coat in navy blue in medium length. And I think that combined with my black one for winter weather in wool, right? Then I have basically 3 perfect coats that can carry me through basically every season. This to me feels more fall time. This to me also feels more nighttime versus the kind of daytime kind of spring Sandringham short, right, in the beige. This one is, in my opinion, feels a bit more dressy, especially because it's a longer hemline, right? This one I can more easily wear with dresses, with skirts, at least for me, right? I'm one of these people who, like, if I wear a dress or a skirt, I want my jacket to end lower down on my leg versus the skirt or dress hem, right? This one obviously has gunmetal hardware, which instead of the brass hardware, let me show you actually. This I also feel is more kind of like, you know, daytime and more casual looking, versus the gunmetal hardware on the Chelsea and the medium length in navy blue. What I also initially thought when I bought the blue one, like I'm one of these people, like I have no problem pairing blue and navy, black and navy, I meant to say. I have no issue with that color combination, but I know some people are iffy with that color combination, right? But in the navy blue trench coat in the Chelsea style, the buckles, they're black. So literally, you're already kind of inherently, fundamentally pairing navy blue and black together. So if you are hesitant on navy blue and black, it already has that combo. So don't be wary, just pair navy blue and black. Like if you wear a black outfit and you pair this navy blue trench coat, I think it looks so chic, so intentional, so classy, so classic, so cute. So obviously, daytime trench coat, nighttime trench coat, we have them both. The differences between the two. First off, like I explained, the hangers. This kind of annoys me. Like I said, I would adore if both of them had the metal hanger. I think this hanger, like on such an expensive, because let's be honest, these two are expensive trench coats. I would kind of want the little going the extra mile kind of details. Also on the Sandringham, maybe this is why they stopped making it, because they were just like going all out on all the details. Like with this one, the horsey guy, it's kind of like a raised logo. You can feel the like, do you hear that? Like the embroidery, you feel it on this one. And the kind of label, it's a very like, it feels very luxurious. The entire experience with the Sandringham trench coat feels very luxurious. And the cotton fabric on the Sandringham, I mean, this is an older Sandringham model, right? So I'm not sure if it's just because it's older that it feels more kind of weighty, substantial, high quality, and they've kind of dialed those details back in recent years. I'm not sure if that's the case. But on the newer one, on the Chelsea one that you can buy from the Burberry shops now, basically it's not embroidered, right? Or it's not embroidered in the same way. You don't have this, you hear the difference? You don't have kind of an embroidery sticking out. This is a thinner material as well. The overall trench coat feels thinner in terms of the fabric quality, right? Which can be both good and bad, right? This one gets more wrinkled, right? Because the fabric is thicker, so it, like when you wear it, I'm sure you can see it here. Like this one has just wrinkles. This one has been stored maybe not in a perfect way. So this one, you know, it's a little bit like it has a dent there because it's a bit wrinkled and stuff, you know? So this one is more prone to not staying like very like floaty and pristine looking. Like I need to steam this one more often for it to look perfect. For this one, since the fabric is thinner, it's less prone to like crinkling and wrinkling, and it looks more fluid when you wear it. So I would say it's not inherently a negative aspect that this cotton feels more lightweight, but just do keep that in mind, right? The fabric nowadays that they have available to order from the Burberry website does feel a bit thinner and a little bit less kind of weighty versus the prior cotton fabric. And this has no scientific backing. This is just like my own experience with the two like older Sandringham and the newer Chelsea trench coat, right? So it's nothing that you can read your way to on the Burberry website, right? So do with that what you will, right? And something else that I find a little bit of a difference, okay, first off, maybe difference that you won't really notice or at least I don't really have any sort of feeling about, but the button on the new trench coat pocket, right? This is the pocket. Wait, how can I make this make sense? So this is the pocket. The button on the newer styles of the trench coats, older ones are bigger. Can you see that? This button is smaller, this button is bigger. Like I'm feeling no type of way about the button size on the pockets, but just wanted to make you aware. Another difference between the two is that I feel like the shoulder width, even though they're the same size, but the shoulder width is narrower on the beige one. So on the Sandringham. So we have it perfectly lined up here in terms of the seam on the shoulder, running the length perfectly lined up. Then on the other side, you see the shoulder seam. Do you see it? The shoulder seam on the blue one is slightly further off versus the beige one. So you do have a little bit more of shoulder width on the Chelsea one versus the Sandringham. So if that little difference in terms of shoulder seam makes a big difference for you, do beware if you wanted a little tiny bit more shoulder width from the Sandringham. Now you get that with the Chelsea, right? And I would say in terms of the arms, the Chelsea arms are a little bit more roomy versus the Sandringham, or sleeve width, I should say, not arms. Trench coats don't have arms. So you do have a little bit more room, I would say, in general in the Chelsea versus the Sandringham. This one also has a stiffer fabric, right, in terms of the cotton. I'm not sure if you see the difference. No, you won't see the difference by the way they move. So this one leans a little bit smaller in sizing versus the new Chelsea one. Also, something that at least I see as a difference the collar on this one hangs lower. So the actual length of the collar is longer on the Chelsea. So from basically the end of the neck down to the kind of closure with the little metal thingies. This is a longer distance, so it lands lower on your, I guess, chest versus the Sandringham one. This one from the back of your neck to the closing is shorter, so it lands higher right on your chest. So here you do have a bit more space for a scarf or something, or for kind of, I guess if you wear like a chunky neck sweater, then you have more space in the Chelsea versus the Sandringham. So they're both chic, they're both cute, they're both classic trench coats. Obviously the biggest difference of the two, and why I have both, right, is the styles that I chose. The Sandringham one obviously is not available on the website now. I'm not sure if that's a permanent occurrence, or if that was just when I was looking, or if that's just this season, or if it will continue. I have no data. I tried to find out on the website, but nothing official, nothing, like no statements were out there. So this one, obviously, if you want this exact coat, you would have to check pre-loved, and I think even if they brought it back, I'm not sure they would bring it back actually with all the kind of, you know, very luxurious like little hangery details and stuff. But once again, that's nothing that you see on the outside of the trench coat. That's just the like user experience, you know. This one is available now on the website, so this one you can actually just go and buy, you know. This one you can't. This one you would have to hunt down pre-loved. If you want to go on the Burberry website, you would have to go for the Chelsea or one of the other styles. I don't have the other styles. I know they brought out some that are more like oversized looking and more, even more roomy in the arms, right? Because the kind of oversized kind of cut of coats has been very like on trend recently, or in the like recent years, right? Those are available too. I don't have any of the other styles. I only have the Chelsea and the Sandringham in terms of the trench coats. I'm very happy with both of mine. If I had to choose one, I don't want to. This one I've had for way longer than I've had this one, right? This one I just bought during the summer, and obviously now we're just heading into fall, so the season of me kind of being able to wear this one has just started. So this one has gotten less wear than this one, obviously, just due to the fact that I've had this one for longer. But in terms of what I would say is the most versatile, the most kind of Burberry heritage looking trench coat, if that's what you're looking for, I would say is the medium length in a beige style. I mean, whether or not you want to have a Sandringham or a Chelsea will be down to you and your preference. I would say in general, in terms of the overall appearance, if you look at them from afar, they're not vastly different, right? I think they look kind of similar, if I'm gonna be honest. Like I pointed out, I mean, there are slight differences, but I would say they're pretty subtle. They're not very like out there in terms of differences, in terms of the actual styles. So I would say overall, they're both great quality trench coats. They're both great options. The battle of the trench coats, which one would win? It will totally depend on your style preference. Let's just put it like that. But for me, I would say it's the Chelsea. This is the Sandringham. I would say it's the Sandringham in the beige and the short, because I mean, this is the one I've worn the most. This was my first trench coat love. So I would say currently this is still my fave. This one obviously hasn't had that much airtime just yet because I bought it recently. So we will have to see if this one takes over. But this far, I would say this is my fave, but jury's out. We'll have to see what happens as time goes on. I'm clearly obsessed with both of them. I think they're great. I think they're classic. I think they're timeless. I think if you're looking for a trench coat, you cannot go wrong with either one of the Burberry Sandringham trench coat or the Burberry Chelsea trench coat. They're both fabulous. They're both brilliant. They're both, like I said, timeless classic staples that you can have in your wardrobe for a long, long time. If you just choose the right size for you and the right color and the right length, right? Because that's important. So key tip, go into the Burberry store if you have the option, if you have the availability of a store near you, or like if you're traveling or something, just pop into a Burberry, see what they have, see which sizes you can try on. Just try on all of them, see which one suits you, fits you, and goes the best with your mood of the outfits you're intending on wearing. Because that's the thing. Like, these are expensive trench coats. I know, I agree. You need to have a think about which one you think you would wear the most, which one you would get the cost per wear down to the kind of lowest amount, right? Because that's, I think, important when you invest in these kinds of high quality pieces. Don't buy them because they suit one outfit. Buy them because they could be a key staple with many outfits, like all of the outfits, you know? Think about which one you can have the most style opportunities with. I hope you enjoyed this chat. If you did, give this video a thumbs up. That helps out my teeny tiny channel a lot. If you enjoyed this chat with me, do consider subscribing and joining the Siedler family. I would love to have you. Thank you so much for watching once again, and until my next video, stay safe, take care, and I will see you soon. Bye. And also, if you're still here, are you here? Hello. I'm thinking about filming like a style video with these two. Is that something you're interested in? I'm thinking I would do like how I style like the Chelsea versus the Sandringham trench coats. So if you're interested, do let me know. I think that could be a fun video for fall because I'm literally so excited about wearing these trench coats. So that's it. If you're still here, you are a real one. If you're still here, comment a little, what color? Comment a little blue heart so that I know that you were here for this like super last teeny tiny portion of the video. So stay safe, take care, and I will see you soon. Bye.